The National Emergency Management Organization, NEMO, continues monitoring the communities affected by the floods. Today, Minister responsible for NEMO, Edmund Castro, was in the Belize River Valley community.
I want to see firsthand, being out here with my constituents to see the condition, the level of the water, the height of the water coming over the riverbank and so on, and at the same time see what measures we need to take in the next day or two in terms of the relief and supplies for the residents in the Belize River Valley area, and also the relief as it relates to the agricultural aspect. Especially the livestock. If you notice the cattle in the back here in Texas Road, they're in water. I would say about apparently maybe 75% of the land is covered with water. So we definitely will have to try and see how we can assist the farmers in the Belize River Valley area in terms of food for their livestock.
NEMO Belize Rural Coordinator Calvert Budd shared more on what the villagers in the Belize River Valley have to deal with whenever there is excessive rain.
Right now we're in Grace Bank. Over there we have Mexico Creek. Whenever the rainwater comes, the creek run out the water to the river. Whenever the river gets high, the creek start taking back the water from the river. And then it goes up and then it's spread over land. You have something you call the savannas to the back. And when all the savanna full and the river get full, then they come over land, and that's what caused the flooding for the cattle. Whereas the people who have cattle, they find out that most of the land are covered by water. Fortunately for Grace Bank, they have a few high spots where the cattle they can still graze, but eventually they will have to start feeding them because the majority of the pasture where they feed will have water. Yeah. And then right here we're between, right up on the corner there you have Muzzle Creek. Muzzle Creek also taking water. Now if you notice the river is going down. Last night it fell about 4 inches, 3 to 4 inches. And it's because Muzzle Creek, Mexico Creek, and you have Black Creek a little higher up, is taking in the water. So the water from Black Creek is going to the Cookie Tree Lagoon, and the one from Muzzle Creek is going through Mucklehania area through going up towards the Northern Highway that will go across and maybe hit Gracie Rock and come out through Freetown. So whenever all these catcheries are full, then it come back to the river, and that's what caused most of the flooding in Cookie Tree, because then Cookie Tree is a big catcher of the water, and then it's like a basin, and then it take all the water from the river, from St. Ignacio, Maccal River, everything comes down, goes through Rancho Creek that pass through Lemonal, and there's a lagoon to the back there, and there's some savannas. Whenever these savannas are full, that's the reason why we have flooding. If you notice, some days the river is on a standstill. You might have 3 meters and they stay right at 3 meters for maybe 4 or 5 days. It's because whenever the water comes, it find other means or ways are spread out, and then the river just stays still. But whenever they are filled up, they start throwing it back to the river, and then the whole area is flooded.
Minister Castro said NEMO is already evaluating the damages caused to farmers in the affected areas.
Well, usually after the flood, some of them die. Because I don't know, they must catch disease, something, I don't know. Chickens and everything dies, so, it's kind of hard, and, like we bring food stuff, that a bit of a hard problem too, because you have a bucket on your, if you don't have no pickup, you have to bucket and bring it in to all that water.
Castro said if the rains hold up, it would take about 2 to 3 days before the rivers go back to normal. This past weekend, Minister Castro and his team was on the ground in the affected areas in the Toledo and Stan Creek districts.